Are murders and suicides disclosures in North Carolina?
Well, so it depends. It can be. You've been doing real estate long enough. We've had all sorts of things. We've certainly have had deaths in a home. We've recently had a tenant die. We've had other tenants die in our rentals. That's a horrible situation. I was court appointed for a murder suicide in Sour City. I had to list that house. That was horrific. We've had, actually the first house I ever sold, unfortunately, was a suicide. The guy hung himself in the attic, and like the third or fourth person I showed it to said, "Hey, isn't this the house the guy committed suicide in?" And I went, "Yep." And that's the legal that's the legal thing. Is it's not a disclosure unless it's so notorious that it might affect the value of the property. Like everyone's heard of that Amityville horror house. That was a famous lawsuit. It's not whether or not the house is haunted. It's whether or not the house is so infamous that it could possibly affect the value of it. But, people are so, the Amityville house probably goes for twice what it's worth now because it's so famous. It's I don't think it's hurting the value. But the bottom line is, the rule is, if you're asked, you have to tell the truth. But it's not something that you have to advertise or disclose.